Hi guys, so I thought I would do a art materials video since loads of you have been requesting it. I haven't moved or anywhere, I've just moved to the other side of my bed so it's easier to film. It's also easier lighting, especially at this time of day, which is around 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, I was supposed to do it earlier on in the day, but I didn't get around to it. Alright, so first we're going to start off with pencils. Now, mechanical pencils I tend to use quite a lot during college because they're really easy to use. I only have to refill them up with lead, and honestly they are amazing. I could not ask for anything better. So first off, we have these mechanical pencils. Now they're two completely different ones. So first off, this one, it comes from Wilkinson and it's a really good pencil to use. It's also really cheap. It comes in a pack of 2, which is the best thing ever. It's a 0.7 lead. Some people don't like 0.7 because they think the lines are too big with it, but I love 0.7. I was in my illustration class the other day and I decided to use this one, which is the Bic Atlantis pencil, and it's a 0.5 lead, so it's smaller than this one. Traditionally, I really like these pencils. They are called Crumble Graphite by Derwent, and I love these pencils. These are so soft and so good to use, and they're actually discontinued, so I'm really sad about that. Next, erasers. Now, you might have seen this one in my haul video, like my school supplies haul video, and yeah, it's just the mechanical eraser from Wilkinson's. These, you can get these literally so cheaply. They're like 35p, I think they're either 35p or 37p. Next, I'm going to show you a sharpener, and this sharpener, it's a Q sharpener, K-U-M, and it's a it says magnesium on the bottom, and it says on both the blades, made in Germany. So I really love these sharpeners. I think they're really cool because they actually are the recommended brand to sharpen Prismacolors other than the actual Prismacolor sharpener. So if you want a cheap alternative to the Prismacolor sharpener, you can buy these. I've got 4 types of pen. I have a micron, I have a white gel pen, and it's a Pilot Choose 07. There's this one. You may have seen this one in my Be Uniquely Perfect video. It's my Uniball eye needle pen, and yeah, I really like this one. And finally, Copic multiliners in sepia. Next up, I have this pack of pens. These are my Staedtler fine liners. Well, they're called Tri-Plus fine liners, and what I love about this case is the fact that you can prop it up, so it's like that. I also use these to have a really nice coloured line. Oh yeah, I forgot about my Pilot Choose 07 white gel pen. Yeah, I really need to get more of these. It's really useful for adding highlight, by the way. So, and next are my markers. I do actually have Copic. Like, I have Copic Chows, but I do actually have Copic Chows. I don't have any Copic Sketch, by the way, because they're really expensive and I can't afford them. So first off, we have the Letraset markers. Then we have the Spectrum Noir markers. There are 2 different types of Spectrum Noir markers. You have these ones with like the square barrels, and you have these with the hexagonal barrels. Now, the square barrels, you will notice that these are the old ones and the hexagonal are the new ones. So lastly, we have the Tingy markers. I think that's how you pronounce them. It's Tinge. so I call them teen. They're kind of similar to the touch markers that you get. These are a lot smaller than the Spectrum Noirs and the Letrasets, and I don't think these are refillable actually, which is a shame. But these are only £1 a piece, and they're actually really good colours, so I would actually buy them again. Okay, next we go on to pencil crayons, and I use Prismacolor. I think they're really cool because they blend really, really well. We're almost coming to the end, finally, thank God. So next we have the watercolors that I use, and these are Winsor & Newton. This is a great palette, and I love the brush as well. Instead of buying a big palette to store all the pans in, what my mom did was she brought me this little box, and it has compartments in, and I have actually put the little pans inside, like the little half pans, which I think are adorable. See? I have purple and pink in there. I think this one's one of the shades of blue that I'm not too keen on, and this one has the yellow in it because I needed more greens in my sketches palette. And this is the white gouache, and the white gouache is kind of like whiteout but for watercolour, and I think it's awesome. As for brushes with watercolour, I just pick up whatever brushes I can find. These were from Staples. They're in a pack of I think 10, and at the moment I have the 3 and 4. These are just random brushes I picked out of my pot because honestly I just use whatever paint brushes I can get my hands on. Last but not least, I don't know if you want to know what kind of paper I use, but I just use regular white card from The Range. The Range is a home and leisure store, and it is amazing, especially in the arts and crafts department. They do not like flunk out when it comes to the arts and crafts department. They should get gold stars because honestly I could just live in their arts and crafts department. So first of all, like the paper, well, or the card that I use, I basically just buy whatever I can get my hands on, and this is ivory card. It's not white. I actually made the mistake of buying it way too thin for my regular videos, so I just use it for sketching paper. Probably the most used but unmentioned art material in my whole list, and it doesn't make any marks, it doesn't do anything, and you can hear it rattle. It is this clipboard, and it's just got this design on it which I think is really pretty. So it's got the same on the back. So this clipboard is from Staples. We got it in the back to school section back last year, and I really love it because there is actually a nail in my wall right next to my bed, which is really good because I can just hang this up right next to my bed, and whenever I feel like sketching I can literally just pull it over without any kind of physical like getting up to go into my school bag. So I've been asked the question, what is my favourite art material? Now, this is a real tough one because I love my markers and all, but I think that watercolour would be my favourite art material. Now, I think the reason why that is because watercolour, I just want to do everything perfectly, you know? It just makes me feel relaxed when I'm doing it, especially when I'm getting really into the painting. It just takes me to a whole nother world, I think. So I'd have to say watercolour. yeah, I can't believe I picked watercolour over my markers. It's probably also because I don't use watercolour as much, and it's always a nice change when I use it, so yeah, watercolour.